British Columbia Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Hello and welcome back to your cast to 2 o'clock. My name is Grace. Here is your news for the afternoon. The town of Gibsons, BC will become the newest place to get rental homes. This comes after BC Housing announced more than 70 rental homes being built as part of the Phase 2 project. This phase is being delivered by BC Builds, which collaborates with nonprofit groups. They speed up home deliveries by utilizing low-cost land and financing. Reporter Alessio Cusano has more to this story.
The town of Gibsons will be the newest place to get rental homes after BC Housing announced more than 70 rental homes are being built as part of the Phase 2 project. This phase is delivered by BC Builds, a new project that works in partnership with non-profit groups, local governments, launched earlier this year, and its goal is to speed up home delivery by using low cost and financing. Phase 2 also includes a child care center for children who are 30 months to school age. The center comes from the almost $2.9 million through Child Care BC's new Spaces Fund. Construction is expected to be finished in early 2026. Alessio Cusano, BCIT's The Crow.
Apple is launching a new iPhone next Monday that will merge with the age of artificial intelligence. This new iPhone contains features like smartening up its frequently dim-witted Siri and being able to customize emojis on the spot. The launch will occur at an auditorium in Cupertino, California. Apple's AI package will most of the time be running on the device rather than remote data centers. What will drive up a massive demand for the iPhone 16 will be a special processor. In Calgary, a comparison is made between the strain on the city's water system to revving a car's engine for too long. Caroline Bowen, the Director of Climate and Environment, says that when water usage gets above the 485 million liter per day target during feeder main repairs, preventative maintenance becomes challenging. In recent days, the city's system was going through a pump failure and malfunctioning components, which runs the risk of the system exceeding the target. Peter Nygaard, former fashion mogul, has been sentenced to prison for 11 years. Last November, the 88-year-old was convicted of 4 counts of sexual assault before the sentencing process had begun multiple delays. He has sexually assaulted many women at his firm's Toronto headquarters from the 1980s to the mid-2000s. Nygaard's lawyer had argued for him to have a 6-year sentence. The Crown, meanwhile, proposed a 15-year sentence.
Nygaard was convicted on 4 counts of sexual assault last November, but the sentencing process had dragged out because of multiple reasons, including Nygaard's difficulty in obtaining a lawyer and retaining a lawyer. Then he cited multiple health challenges and required certain accommodations. So that's why this has dragged on for so long. But finally today we have a sentence from the judge.
For Canadians, the Canadian Medical Association has outlined a new report detailing the fact of how more than 6.5 million Canadians do not have a primary care physician. The group states that surgical backlogs are still sufficient in Canada, but that the human health shortage is overwhelming. The association is striving for more tracking of healthcare funds. This comes after the federal government had signed agreements with every province and territory. In Alberta, two men who were found not guilty of wanting to kill police officers at the Coutts border blockage 2 years ago are being sentenced today on minor charges. Anthony Olenek and Chris Carbert were charged with mischief and possessing a weapon for dangerous purposes after police discovered a bunch of guns, ammunition, and body armors in trailers near the blockade. The Crown argues for the two men to serve 9-year prison sentences. Moving on to weather, this afternoon in Vancouver sees periods of drizzle with a mix of cloud and sun to come in the next hour. It is currently 20 degrees Celsius. The Toronto International Film Festival is currently running until September 15th. Today, Francis Ford Coppola's self-funded epic called Megalopolis is being shown to audiences.
Stay tuned for more on BCIT's 1680 The Crow.
everything is changing to digital. Everything is online. People aren't just waiting for the 6 o'clock news anymore. People want their news right now. They want to be able to go onto their smartphone, onto the internet, and see the news that they want to see.
Vancouver is growing at, a really rapid rate, the Lower Mainland even, and with the tools that we're given here, we're able to cover all of that.
Welcome to BCIT Magazine. I'm Radhika Sikakane.
In the program, they really leave it up to you. I mean, the help is there when you need it, figuring out how to use the programs like Premiere, Audition, and figuring out how to use the cameras. But it's up to you to sort of experiment and figure out what you can do when you go out in the field.
They brought candles and flowers to remember the student who lost her life yesterday.
Theresa May says the international community condemns Moscow.
They really make sure that you know the basics and you are able to put out a quality product.
I'm Brady Tretanero.
And I'm Radhika Sikakane. Thank you for tuning in to BCIT Magazine.